Hello, we're live, I guess. Turn on the torch, light up the flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are. Here I am to explain, to teach, and create. Again. And again, and again. So that's just the way I do things, okay? You could complain, but why? Hey, Libby, nice to see you're out there. I know you're looking to order some more marbles from me, aren't you? I know I haven't put any out, but all you got to do is ask sometimes. And right now I am going to do a couple of tiny UV marbles. I did some just a little while ago on TV, glass TV is what it was called. But here they are. Nice little swirlies and another little, and that tinier one has some nice sparkle glitter in it, so it's pretty interesting. So that's what I said I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to do is make some marbles. I'm going to make some UV marbles. That's right. Yeah, I can talk like this because I'm from North Carolina. North Carolinians, they talk a lot different up there. How do you know when you're running low? I don't know, but it happens. That's choice number one. Let me get another couple of them out here, and you guys, here's choice number two. That one looks cool. Of course, that's yellow under regular light, and then the swirl of Illuminati. And here's choice number three. Let's see what oh yeah, here we go. Tight Illuminati around a white corkscrew. Anyway, you know what might help is if I turn on the oxygen concentrator to start running away. Yes, and I readjusted where my camera was so you guys can see a better picture going. Oops, I keep forgetting which way to go here. That's about center. I've got my torch on a nice little wooden base that I can move around if I have to, and it helps it to make it very portable, and it also won't flump down into my lap at the same time. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's right, that's right, that's right. And if you have a request, right now I am going to do a couple of those marbles that I just showed from those colors. Little tiny ones, of course, but and then I could, if somebody has a request, it takes just a little while for the oxygen to kick in, but it should do the job quite nicely. Here we go. Next, corkscrew first. This one should be pretty nice. Okay. Gonna sort of put a point on the end of this one so that I can round this side of the marble and put it on sort of a little punte so I can round the other side of the marble in a minute. First, I let gravity work and compact it down. Well, let it round into itself a little bit. Again, if you have a question or you want to ask me to do a request, like a cat, a mouse, a swan, a bear, a whale, a snail, a unicorn, a dolphin. Here we go. Cold seal on that side. Now let's pull it off on this side. Yeah, I haven't done any sales or auctions in a long little while, and I'm sorry about that, people. I will get back to schedule. I go through spurts of doing some and then not doing some. I can't help it. I'm not on a high happy diet all the time, I guess you could say. You can see the UV when it's glowing, but once it cools down, it looks clear. Okay. I am going to use this one as the other punte. touch, tap off, fire polish, and we have one down. Yeah, you can see where the UV reactive glass is at the moment, but you can't see it once it cools until I put the light back on it. I'm going to let that cool for a little bit and go ahead and do one of the yellow ones now. That's what I'll do. About right there. These make some nice little marbles. Takes a little bit of time. You ever made Sasquatch? No, but I had one for mother-in-law one time. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me. If she heard that, she'd probably say, I heard that. She's mean, ornery, and she looked better in the woods. Let's just put it that way. Now just let that round into a nice little marble. Gravity works. I know I make it look easy, but guess what? It's a lot harder than it looks to make it round. I've been doing it since 1982. Okay, now the tweezers, where are they? Oops, over here. No. Yeah, there they are. Tap this other one off now it's cooled. Fire polish where it was being held. Put that over here on that little thing. I'll show you the results of all these later on. Now, cold weld there, or cold seal, or whatever you want to call it. Pull that off. And let that round in on this side. No, I really have not made a Sasquatch. It's the fur that I don't think I could do justice. I've done, so like monkeys. I think I tried a gorilla one time. Didn't really come out that great. It's the fur that throws me, I think. You have to be very smooth, very easy to do. But there's got to be a way around it. Let me think on that one, Robin. If that makes any dumb sense. And that one's about ready. Let it cool down a little bit more. That yellow just really is bright. Pretty interesting if you ask me. And now I'm going to tap that and do it one more time on this side. That's a really light fire polish where that dimple was. And you got to do it lighter each time so that when you heat it up and round it in, the dimple on the other side will be even less than what you just did, so it's easy to fire polish off. Almost there, let it cool. Got it, tap, and fire polish. Marble number 2, done. Now we're going to do this one this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Let's kick on the outer ring just a little bit as well. Why? Because I can. Thanks for being out there, guys. I appreciate we got 21 people watching. And again, if you have a question about what I'm doing, talk to me. You can't find out the answers if you don't ask. Right? Right. 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 No left. No right. A little bit of scum stuff where it cracked. go. In this state, you can do just about anything you wanted to it. Okay. Make it round. Or start to make it round if you can. And after this one, ask me to make an animal. Somebody guess some or request a. You don't have to buy it. Wouldn't hurt, but you don't have to. Just give me something to do. Name it and I'll do it. Come on, Libby, you got something to do. Do you do all the little... What do you do with all the little scraps? Well, with me, like the stuff I just threw away, I don't really do anything with them. That's scrap. But when it comes down to the short ends, you see how short that little nub is I melted to that one? I take it down to the... Most people do it short and throw it away, but me, I do it to the where it's a snowman. Saw one of those the other day with a carrot in another little location. I was going, okay, somebody's got a sense of humor. Carrot was a little lower and in front, so your choice of what I'm talking about. And a turtle. I can do both. How's that sound? I'll do a quick snowman, and then I'll do a quick turtle. How's that sound? Yeah, that's a ticket. Make everybody happy. Turtles are fun. Matter of fact, when I give a lesson, that's the first thing I try to teach somebody is how to do a turtle. Does the job. This one's getting a little bit... Oh, that's why. Too much flame now. Single flame works better sometimes. You don't want it to you want it to melt, but you don't want it to melt so fast you can't deal with it. But sometimes that happens. Okay. Okay. Almost done with this guy. I'm gonna get a bubble out of there, see if I can. Sometimes I like to leave them in. That one's ticking me off, so I'm gonna try to get it out of there. No, didn't get it yet. There it went, I think. Find out once it melts back in again. Ho ho ho, I got an idea for the snowman. I really had to distort that marble to get that bubble out. As I'm now making it round again. And then the process, I melted it back to that punta that I had it on. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll do the... Never mind. I got some ideas and I'm going to work them. Like that. Pull that off. There we go. Round in, let it round in, let it round in. Keep expanding, keep expanding. Okay. Let that cool for a little while. I'll start into the snowman. Here we go. Even got it white like snow. Oops. Oops, oops, and oops. It's not going to be very big. If somebody wanted to buy it, it'd probably be about a $8 to $10. I'll sell it for $30 if you want me to, but On my work show table, it would probably be about $8 to $10. Let's kick it up a notch. Let it melt a little faster. A little bit more. A little bit more. Again, if you have a question, talk to me. There we go. That's the bottom part of the snowman. Here comes the next section. Good to see 17 people out there watching me, at least. That's a good thing. I know a lot of people look at my table and say, oh man, what a mess. But you know what? At least I'm creative and I do some great things. And you don't have to look at the mess on my table when you buy it. You just buy it and then take it home and then you put it in your mess. Okay, that's the middle, and now the top section. Yep, I've got black for the hat. I've got section number 3. Let's do some hands here. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'm in the Christmas mood. What can I say? Right. And 2 dots for the eyes. A few more dots for the smile. And let me see what I got. Oh, I got it. It's a red, not really a carrot color, but it'll do the job. There we go. And here we go. That's it. Get hot and just drop off. Heat and seal. I'll even put a loop on him so he can be made into a Christmas ornament. Flatten. There we go. A little bit too tall. There we go. That'll work. Heat and flatten. Now the loop, or bail, or whatever you want to call it. When I do the bail, I do so like a question mark. Come up, Get to the center. There's your question mark. Now you heat it a little bit and let gravity work. There we go. Now take it off this other end. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This will be cool. I'm just going to add another $4 or $5 to the price, but it'll be worth it. Round this in a little bit. I have just made a snowman icicle. And I think it needs to be just a little shorter. I'll put that on something else. There you go. One snowman icicle. You like, tell me you like. You don't tell me you don't like. I don't like to tell you, to tell me not to like that you don't like. I like to hear I like. Yeah, that's it. I know. Do a bearded dragon next. No, the turtle was next. Then I could try to get into a bearded dragon. Actually, I do a dragon that's bearded, but it's not a bearded dragon. It's not a lizard bearded dragon. I'm not really good at. I can make a lizard look, but making it like a bearded dragon is a different story, Lauren. Sorry about that. Now, turtle. We're also going to make him into an icicle. Why? Because I can, right? Here we go. Finding the right color clear to start it with. Yeah, actually, talking about bearded dragons, let me show you. If I can grab it here real quick. Of course, it's not going to be. Hey, here we go. Here is one of my latest dragon pendant heads. Look at the eyes. It has the iris in it and everything. Ain't that cool? Anyway, now back to the turtle. Sound good? Sound good? That sounds really good. Again, if there is anything that you would like for me to make and send to you before Christmas, now's a good time to ask. And I can get it to you. I am PayPal ready. And I can post it to you in a very short time. Usually takes about 3 to 4 days to get there from where I'm at in North Carolina. Which isn't too bad. Okay. There's the shell to the turtle. And that's clear. But I am about to make it with color. Just by adding color. Let's see, I gotta figure out which color that I'm gonna do the color with. Oh, here we go. Blue. Sounds like a plan, Lauren. I'll let you. You could DM me or whatever, and I might try to DM you after this. Let you get my name. And also, if you'd like to watch videos on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel under the name Libby, L-U-L-I-B-B-Y, and you go to a search engine on YouTube and type Lou Libby and say cat or elephant or lizard or frog, and you'll see a few videos that I have done. I'm up to, right now, close to 4,800 subscribers. Almost there. I'm up to 4,790 something. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, here's the fins to this turtle, and it's going to be a sea turtle, by the way. There you go. And there you go. That's the two front legs. Here comes the back fins. This is practice. I can do it so fast. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. Here's another one. Now I got to do is the tail and the head and the neck. I mean that. Let's do the tail first since I'm back here. And now the head, headed in the right direction. And I'm also going to put a bail on, or a loop on his head. Ever done any cartoon characters? Yes. I couldn't tell you. Oh, I know which one I did the best, I think. In Alice in Wonderland, I did the rabbit. You know, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Even had the clock at the hand, the watch in his hand, and I had the collar and everything. It was really good. There's two eyes. Now the loop. I have done other cartoon characters, but I couldn't actually put my finger on it, and I try not to do too many other people's characters or what other people make money on. I try to do my own designs anyway. There are some times I've done like X-Wings and other crazy ideas that somebody wanted me to do. There we go. Okay, that's almost ready. I got to do one more thing to this. Got a little bit too much on that. On this back shell there, pinch it off. Fire polish. Got to round it in or it's going to look ugly. And I'm the only one that gets ugly around here. Not my stuff. Okay, you ready for the rest? This is going to be part interesting what I'm going to do next. Part interesting. Yes, I can talk like that. I live in North Carolina, near the coast. Okay, let's kick it up a notch. And after I finish this guy, I'm going to call this setup quit for a while, but I can be back and I can do other things. Probably about another hour or so. I will. On the East Coast, we're looking at what time we're looking at. I can't even tell at the moment. Close to 1 something probably. I usually don't go to bed until about 3 something. If I could get one more session in. This will look a little funny at first, but once I finish with it, it'll look okay, I believe. Oh, and that little piece of whatever is on there, I gotta get it off. I've lived in Raleigh for 17 years. That's nice, Eric. Do you still live there? I was just up there August for GalaxyCon. Went and saw that David Tennant from Doctor Who. He was there. It was a great chance to meet him and a half a dozen other that I can really think of movie stars. And everyone that we got in line for signatures, I gave them a marble. Just because I can. They give to us every day, and I wanted to give them a little bit of me. Just a little bit, but that was just my way of giving back. My family lives towards Saginaw. Not, well, my ex and kids is what I meant by my family. Sorry. That's why if you heard me earlier about my mother-in-law being looking like Sasquatch, being up there, you can't complain. It's like, ooh. Now I'm making an icicle, sea turtle icicle. That's what I was doing, guys. Spin, spin, spin. And that's done. Yeah, sometimes it likes to focus and sometimes it doesn't. Life goes on. Okay. Tap that off. Fire polish. And like I said, I'm going to call this one a goodbye. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, that's what I should do before I say goodbye. I have to do this real quick. Fire polish that one off. And that's going to probably not make it glow anymore. Here's some of the UV marbles that I did just a little while ago. Flashlight. There's 1, 2, and that one, because I just turned it white, it's not really going to show off. That one is just barely showing. But those two in the back turned out really neat. Thanks for watching as always. Carpe Vitro. And enjoy your day. Oh, by the way, what Carpe Vitro means? You know, you've heard Carpe Diem, which means seize the day. And in my case, because I like glass, Vitro means glass. And so, Carpe Vitro. Simple, effective. Have a good one. Enjoy your day.